Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping into mining blocks. We're going to be checking out how our account is doing. We're going to be looking at some recent updates, and I've also got a payment proof for you as well. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here in my mining blocks account, and it has been 2 weeks since the last time we were in here. And 2 weeks ago, our H power, which is this just here, that was at 213.4. You can now see we've upped that to 215.6 gigahashes. Our level, we were at level 46, but we were right here. We were right at the beginning of level 46. You can now see we've nearly completed level 46 and nearly at level 47. And our bonus power, which is obviously extremely important because that boosts our initial H power or hashing power, mining power, whatever you want to call it. So 2 weeks ago we were at 18.30. You can now see we're at 19.70. So that is an over a 1% boost. Obviously we've had a 2 gigahash or over 2 gigahash boost to our hashing power, and like I say, we've nearly completed level 46 on our way to level 47. Now, basically, how have I increased my hashing power? I have not bought any new miners, unfortunately, but what I have been doing is focusing on the cards. Now, this card section, or basically the card update, should I say, I think is a massive update. It is really good, and I know in my last video I did commend mining blocks for this, but I still will say, even 2 weeks later, because it basically gives you that opportunity to take miners that basically are in your inventory that do not, or at the moment are not earning you a lot in the way of power. You can drop them into your card section, or you can basically select them to become cards and be added to your card section, and then they're gonna give you a percentage. Now the nice thing with that is if you pick the right miners, that percentage is gonna really make a difference to this bonus here, and therefore the knock-on effect makes a big difference to your overall hashing power. Now if we go into my card section, basically the ones I recently added are this one here, which I have put a message into the chat, because when you go into the basically when you come into this area and you see these ones where it says not obtained and it shows you the bonus, the not obtained bonus on this miner was 0.3%. When I actually added it as a card, the bonus then read 0.2%. Now I don't know if basically simply this is essentially a mistake in typing and you are actually getting that 0.3%, or there's been some kind of mix up, and when it goes from not obtained to actually being obtained, you're losing 0.1% off that bonus. I'm not sure on which one is correct or where the error lies, but it definitely goes from 0.3 showing in the not obtained, it shows as a 0.3 bonus like that where it's written, and then in here it shows it as a 0.2. But like I say, I'm not sure if you're actually losing that 0.1% or if it's just literally an error and this number has been written incorrectly for this section of the website. I don't know. So, and then the other one you can see is I lobbed my starter miner and that was earning like 0.0002% or something like that. 0.0002 gigahashes. So it wasn't even a gigahash it was earning me, because I think I might have upgraded it twice, like to level 2, but not to level 10. But this gives me a 0.2% bonus, which makes a much bigger difference, or it earns me more when I add it to my power, because obviously I've got 200 and whatever gigahashes without this, like 214 something without this. So basically when you add it to it, it's adding 0.2% of 214, which is quite a nice number, especially when you compare it to what it was giving me in actual hashing power. And the same goes for the overclocked. I think I'd actually overclocked this to about level 6, and that was actually at something like about a 0.2 gigahashes. So it still wasn't even a gigahash. And then obviously I add that, and that's going to should give me a 0.3 bonus. So in total, I should be receiving half a percent, so 0.5% bonus of 214 hashing power. And then obviously we've got the other miners that we added in the last video as well. Now I was tempted to add one of these as a card, because at the moment obviously the spare like to buy spare parts and like chips and power supplies and graphics cards is quite expensive on the market, and that would give me a 1.5% bonus, so which would be, if we look at it, I mean it's a real ballpark figure. So let's say, so we've got, what is it, 215.6, and then we add 1.5%, so that should give us around about three. I'm not going to put the 0.2 on, because like I say, it is a bit of a ballpark figure, but it should give us around about 3 gigahashes. So that would take me up to like 218, so nearly 220 gigahashes. But if I can get all of mine up and running, the lowest it's going to be is about 9 gigahashes. So obviously that's why I said in the last video, always work it out, even though it's not an exact way of doing it, but work it out so you've got some kind of idea. Because I could think, wow, 3 gigahashes, that's great. But when I think, well, if I get that up to level 10, that's going to give me like 9 gigahashes, 10 gigahashes. Yeah, obviously I've got to upgrade it. I mean, but the thing is, I don't have any of my Christmas miners at 0. They've all been upgraded to a certain point. Yes, I have one at level 2, which only gives me like 1 gigahash or something like that, 1.2 gigahash, which I might consider upgrading, or should I say turning into a card to get the extra gigahash from adding it as a card and claiming that 1.5. But I'm just going to see how the market goes. I might just hang on to them. If I can get the parts and get them all up to level 10, then obviously that would be better. Yes, you've got to pay out, but you're going to have that 10 gigahash or 9 gigahash boost to your account. But I've just got to see how the market goes, and that's just my thinking at the moment. But obviously a lot of these, if like I say, work it out. If you've got miners just hanging out in your account and you work out, go, well, they're not really giving me a whole lot. There's much better miners in the marketplace for buying or crafting, which I could get. So why don't I just, turn all these into cards, claim all the percentage from that. That also gives me back space in my room. So you're basically claiming back electricity, you're claiming back space, all that kind of stuff in your room, which then you can then add better miners and use those space more optimally, but yet you're still getting something from those lower level miners. You're getting, a few percent here, or whatever, which is also being added to your power. So that's why I like it. I think it is a great update. I think it's probably one of the best updates that has come to this platform recently. So again, kudos to Mining Blocks for adding that. Okay, so we've got some updates. The first one is, what can we do? I guess you're always going to find this on any site, but obviously Mining Blocks are yet again giving you guys a warning. So it says here, notes, we still noticing that some users are still using bots, automated scripts, add-ons, VPNs, proxy. Please avoid to use them, or you will be banned in the future. Thanks. If you have information about any bot, script, illegal program that is being used illegally in this platform, report it. Now, the thing is, as well, is I don't know, but obviously Mining Blocks could be giving some kind of incentive in the background that if you report it, they might give you something. They might give you a block or whatever. And I don't know if they are. Obviously, they might just be looking for community spirit in that sense, which I do agree with, because at the end of the day, having bots, automated scripts, add-ons, proxies, anything like that on the site basically does damage the site. It does not help us. So obviously, as a community thing, if you have heard someone using it or whatever, obviously you can go and report it anonymously. I'm sure they will probably be removed. But the other thing as well is, if in the background Mining Blocks are giving incentives for this, and this is, when I say this, I'm talking to those of you that might be using bots, automated scripts, and blah blah. If Mining Blocks are giving some kind of incentive in the background for this, then that's even more bad news for you guys, because people are just going to be happy to report you, especially if it's anonymous, and they also think they're going to get a reward for it as well. So obviously I don't know if that is what Mining Blocks are doing, but I'm just saying, as a community, we should be looking out for this stuff anyway. But on the second thing is, if Mining Blocks are giving a reward, then those of you that are using these illegal things, your days could well be numbered, because people, they're more likely to report it if they feel they're going to get a reward for it. Okay, so next thing is, so as we know, you can just see at the top here, there is the Halloween event, which goes from the 1st of October to the 2nd of November. Initially, the Halloween miners did require referral tokens to get them. I think it was all of them. And they're now saying the referral tokens are not required for Halloween Ghost Miner and Bat Halloween Miner. The referral tokens required for Happy Halloween Miner have been reduced to 5. So you still need to, if you want the biggest miner, you still need to have referral tokens, but it has been dropped down to 5. And then basically the required mining tokens for event miners has been increased, which we will go and check out in a second. And the required energy and space for event miners had been reduced. So the fact that mining tokens are pretty easy to get a hold of, the increase in that I don't think is a massive deal, but the fact that they've dropped the amount of energy and space required for the event miners is really good as well. So if we just drop into the crafting, scroll down, if we scroll down, okay, so these are the two miners, the lower level miners that did require, when the event was first started, as referral. They needed referral tokens, which for me, I'm not really sure whose idea that was, because not everybody, I mean, most people probably do not promote this site. there's probably a very small amount of people that actually promote the site. So you've got probably a higher amount of people that have no referral tokens. So like I say, I'm not sure whose idea it was to say that the lower level miners required referral tokens, but anyway, I'm glad to see that they have backtracked on that. They've removed them. The only thing now is that you require 3,000 mining tokens to get this one, but you could initially, when you first grab this, get up to 8 gigahashes. It does only require 1 to 2 spaces, which is really good, and 30 watts is not actually that bad. And obviously, you know, you can upgrade that as well. And then you've got the much lower level one, which is basically you can get up to 3.25. Only requires 12 watts and only requires 1 space, and it only needs 1,500 mining tokens. So like I say, and obviously it's 1.5 blocks for that and 3 blocks for that. So like I say, I'm glad to see that they have rolled that back on the referral tokens, because it means that basically everybody has the ability to get these now, and which obviously is great, because that means it's keeping you guys with the sort of lower level accounts. Gives you a chance to get some of these miners as well, and obviously for those people that don't promote it, it also gives you that opportunity as well. And then if we scroll down to the big one, here it is, Happy Halloween. So this can give us up to 23. I would probably say when you're getting it first time, it's probably more likely you're going to get between something like I don't know, maybe 14 to 20. You're not gonna. I'd be very surprised if you got this top. I'd probably even maybe say 14 to 17 as a initial, and then obviously it's going to cost you up to 48 watts to start with, and then up to 4 spaces. But a lot of the times, you know, you might get that might start you off at something like 25 watts, but as you level that up, that is probably going to get closer and closer to that 48, but a lot of times it doesn't. So many of my Christmas miners that I've upgraded just never ever moved when it came to how much wattage, but then some of the ones that did change, they only went up to like a very small amount anyway. They never went to the maximum that was possible, and the space is the same. You know, a lot of times when I upgraded the Christmas miner, it'd go from 1 space to 2 space, and that's it. It wouldn't go any higher. But so you need referral tokens for this. You need 5, as we said. You need 3 big containers. I've only got 1. And then you need 6,000 mining tokens, which obviously you've got a month to collect that. But it is going to cost you 7 blocks for 7 blocks to actually craft it as well. So you need all the materials for all of the miners, but then you've got to pay for that the actual crafting as well. But yeah, so I think that I like that update, and I'm really glad, like I say, that for those lower level ones that they disbanded, or basically the requirement for referral tokens was not needed. I definitely think that was a good move, so what I like, one of the things I do like about this site is that they do stuff, and then obviously if there's enough people, or if they feel they're getting enough backlash, or whatever you want to say, from people using the site, they will quickly rectify it. They don't just kind of go, well, tough. That's how we've got it set up. So you either like it or go somewhere else. You know, which a lot of sites do. And with Mining Blocks, is they definitely seem to understand that the members are actually the most important thing, which we are. Because at the end of the day, if Mining Blocks has no members, then they make no money. Or they've got, even if the only money they were getting was from ad revenue, if no one's coming to visit the site or use the site, they're getting no ad revenue. So it's good to see a program understands the value of its members. Okay, so next update. Mining Blocks. Okay, so mining tokens. So this is what we were just talking about, mining tokens. So they have now increased the drop of mining tokens from 60% to 80% in PTC ads. Now, obviously, they used to be 100%, but going from 100% dropping down 40%, that was massive. But now going back up to 80%, which is middle ground. And again, you know, I'll commend them on this because they've done the sensible thing. They've not rolled it back 100%, so they've not gone, oh no, we've made a mistake, and just gone rolled it back 100%, which essentially probably would put the site and them in, let's say, in a deficit. But they've rolled it back to the middle ground, which is perfect. And I think because then everybody's happy. So for me, that's great. You know, again, that's a real good compromise. Okay, so, and finally, so the reward, the adjustment for the October, so XTC or Ripple has gone from 0.7 down to 0.6. So Doge is not, Doge is just basically dropped by 0.0001. LTC has gone down by a lot, quite considerable. Matic has also dropped. No, Matic's actually gone up. Sorry, I'm going mental. So Matic's actually gone up to, no, it hasn't dropped. It's dropped. I'm sorry, I'm just going mad. ADA obviously has also dropped. Basically everything has dropped. But yeah, everything has dropped, which obviously is not ideal. But at the end of the day, it's not dropped dramatically. And I'm sure at some point, maybe in the future, it will go up, or it might stay the same, or it might drop again. But we'll have to see come October. November. We're in October. So come November, when the new adjustments come out, we'll see what they're like then. Okay, so that is all the updates. We're going to quickly jump over to Faucet Pay. Okay, so let's just jump over to Faucet Pay. Obviously, we will look at the withdrawal proof, or the payment proof, should I say, for mining blocks. But I'll also show you my recent withdrawals from the other faucets we're using as well. Okay, so if we scroll down, so here is the payment. So this is Matic. So we got 3 Matic on the 1st of October. We did, and then obviously that's from mining blocks. And then obviously, as you guys know, I use the Infinity Faucet a lot. So you can see here, 1st of October, 29th, 28th, 26th, 24th, all these different payments coming from them. We got some from AutoClaim as well, and more from the Infinity. If we scroll down, we're now at 23 Matic, and obviously that is a combination. Obviously most of it is coming from mining blocks, but we're also getting tons out of the Infinity Faucet as well regularly. We've got 7 million there. We've got 3 million there. You know, almost every month we're getting one whole Matic out of in the Infinity Faucet, because you know, we're just racking that up. We're getting serious amounts of USDT, 23 million Doge there. I tell you guys, I know I've done a few videos on it, and I will put a video link at the end of this video. If you're not using this Infinity Faucet, check out that video. It will give you a step-by-step understanding of how I'm getting these withdrawals so quickly, and obviously quite high amounts. And yeah, and it's well worth using. So I mean, USDT, what we at? We got 20 tether in there, and a lot of that has come from the Infinity Faucet as well. And you know, 13 Doge, 26 million Litecoin, although I don't really mine Litecoin in the Infinity. I get that from elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, 33 Digibytes. I withdrew quite a few the other day from my from AutoClaim. Is that here? Yeah, here you go. 8 Digibytes from AutoClaim there. You know, to me, for me, Autoclame and Infinity Faucet, as absolute basic faucets, they are both absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let's dive back. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope you found that helpful, fun, and informative. If you can, smash that like button, please. It really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.